Season 15, Episode 9. Last time on Races to Places, Norman and myself visited Vatnajökull Glacier. This episode's interesting facts about Iceland. Iceland is the safest country in the world, boasting the lowest crime rate, and it's also the only member of NATO with no standing army.
Hey guys, so I'm back in Iceland after a short trip to the UK. I had a reunion with some of my dad's old work colleagues. It was my dad's 70th birthday, so we had a great time. So I'm back in Iceland though and ready to hit the trails again. So I'm just going to show you where I got up to before I left for the UK, because I was in a bit of a mad scramble when I came back to dump the bike and fly to the UK. So when I got down here, then you start to see all these glacier flows down here. So I spent a little bit of time exploring those, as you will see on the videos. It was really windy, so it was pretty harsh. I think I dropped into a couple of these and filmed a couple of these glacial flows there. Was really cool. Before realising that I really needed to hot foot it back, so I just took the highway, which is pretty much the only route on the perimeter around here, until I got over here. And then when I got down here, I tried really hard to get through here, which would have been cool because there's loads of really cool stuff in here. But I tried to take this one, got stopped by a river. I dropped into 210, cut across here, got into here, got stopped by a river. Tried to go a different way, got stopped by a river, had to come all the way back and go up this 208. So I cut up this 208, which is a pretty significant gravel road. Still a lot of rivers, but a lot more passable than the other stuff. And then I cut all the way across, right the way across, and then back to Reykjavik. Just cut straight back up through Selfoss here. And then I flew back from Reykjavik to the UK. So now the bit that's missing for me is there's a little bit in here which I want to do. And there's also this central part which is now open, which is good. And there's also this northeastern highland part which is also open. So today I'm going to hot foot it from Reykjavik up to Akureyri. And I'm going to spend a day exploring here, a couple of days exploring here. And then I'm probably going to do the trip across the Highlands, and then the last few days that I've got I will spend exploring down here and local to Reykjavik.
Well, it looks like Norman has had a good few days snoozing, but before hitting the trails again, it's time for a little bit of maintenance.
So it took a pretty big whack off something. It was just a stone or something in the ground, flicked up.
I and my friend must have some kind of heat gun in here. Yeah, look at this. That's what we need. Let's get the heat gun on this thing.
The art to straightening bent components, especially forged or cast aluminium ones, is patience. Using a blowtorch to heat the metal will make it easier and less likely to break, but finding the sweet spot is key. It's all about the feel. Gently bending it back into position, but knowing when enough is enough and not to push your luck especially when you don't have a spare.
Better.
With the rear brake lever aligned, well, a lot straighter than it was anyway, it's time to check the oil level on Norman's engine.
Check oil.
Next to check my clothing, boots and helmet. Give the helmet a good freshen up with Motorex Helmet Care and some waterproofing with Motorex Protect. And the final job of the day, fit Norman's new seat. A one-piece technical accessories seat from Husqvarna, designed to allow more freedom of movement, especially for those who like to ride off-road in the standing position.
How's that for easy to change?
Hi everyone, can you believe that it's 10 years since I started making videos on my YouTube channel? I'd like to thank you all for following along and for all the comments you make in the comments section below each video. I love reading them. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button and more importantly the bell icon so you get instant notifications when I release a new video. More so, however, if you want to see priority viewing of my video episodes, podcasts and even special features, you can do so over on patreon.com/Lyndon Poskitt. You can check it out at the link in the top right corner. Thanks again and enjoy this video. Well, good morning everyone. We're here in Akureyri in Iceland. You can see my bike just outside this lovely summer house here, and what a view in the background of the town. And we're going to go for a ride. Now, I met up with an old friend, actually a customer, I suppose you could say internet friend, but he's the guy that has owned both of the only rally bikes ever to be brought to Iceland, and we've got one of them behind me here. So it's 2015 to 18 fuel injected model, and we're going to go for a ride together today. Birgir, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, this is Birgir, my friend. He is ready to go.
Hi.
Mr. Rallyman. Today I'm going to head out and ride a loop in the north with Birgir. Hopefully the weather will hold off, but it's not guaranteed with those clouds rolling over. It won't hold us back though. Rain or shine, we are prepared for adventure. Well, it's been a while since my good friend Puncture showed up. Back in Africa maybe, when I crashed and broke my hand. Don't want to look too closely at that. Proper swollen. Nonetheless, riding like I do, using tubes, it was inevitable to happen sometime. And what better reason to get the tools out and spin some spanners in such a tranquil environment. Time to get the toolkit out for the first time in Iceland. Here we go. Is it something in it? Oh, is it a pinch, a damaged tyre? Very strange that it would do what it's done. Who knows? Let's just put a tube in and then it's job fixed. Okay, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Well, if you're gonna get a flat, at least get a flat in a place with a nice view where it's not raining. Another French sweetie that the lady gave me. Sweet! Just taking the tubeless valve out, and I'm just going to bang a tube in just faster because trying to get a tyre back on the bead without compressed air is not easy. Well, it's fixed. I've got a lot of pressure in it, but just take it steady, hopefully get out. If you're gonna have a puncture, have it in a beautiful place. Just a small amount of snow. Lots more of that and deeper as well further along. Anyway, let's continue. If there's one thing I've seen a lot of in Iceland, it's waterfalls and the mind-blowing rock formations that surround them, each one stunning and unique in its own way. So these columns you can see here, these are formed by a thick layer of lava, and then as the lava cools, it cracks into these columns, and you can see all the way along here, big columns, lava columns. This one reminds me of a hot tub for some reason. I was contemplating jumping in. Check out the search and rescue Toyota Land Cruiser. That's a beast, 42-inch tyres. But you notice they don't mess around with lift kits because they want the centre of gravity to be low, and they get the ground clearance from the size of the wheels. Very cool car indeed. So this is where we will sleep tonight. Found a cabin up by the crater lake that I talked about earlier. Bikes are here. Welcome to the ding. It's nice and cozy in here. 11 persons. Let's take a look out the window. Some campers. We're not that hardy tonight. And a lot of nothing. I bet in the winter it's brutal out here. Today it's not bad, about 6 degrees Celsius. Next time on Races to Places, Birgir and I take a hike to reveal a spectacular sight.